Hey, there's a neat little thing that happens if you find out where it is in Santa Barbara. It could be around the Mesa shopping center, or it could be downtown Santa Barbara, but there's these little finches that all of a sudden are singing beep, 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 beep. And I know there is a Moluccan cockatoo that is out looking for food. It's looking for a large hookbill, parrot food mix, or the little canary parakeet food, or parakeet food, or anything would work if you could buy some of the seed and throw it out on the ground, or put it where you hear these little finches singing so beautifully. Then it would be kind of a reward for this bird that now it has food for bringing this beautiful music around to you. So I know this bird will not attack you. She looks a lot like Dolly, the one that used to be boarded at menageries in Summerlin. She might be one of Dolly's kids. I don't know. The other thing you could do is donate food to the zoo, or monies to the zoo to buy food for their new baby giraffe and a new little boy giraffe. And then there's other animals in other zoos like San Diego, Los Angeles Zoo, monkeys, and different things you might want to think about, because these animals can't find food. If they do find food, it's kind of hard sometimes when it's no seeds on trees and there's no fruits and vegetables like Mexico here. And I trained a Moluccan cockatoo named Chewy, and I know that he is a very sweet bird. So if you go by menageries too, you can donate money to buy food for them. And these birds need a lot of TLC. And mountain spring water might even help. And they need large and small hookbill food there, not just vegetables or pasta. Birds like to eat nuts. They're protein-oriented type birds. And this bird that I trained, Chewy, came from Mexico. Somebody brought him here. My brother-in-law, David Duskowski, tricked me. He and my sister bought a trained, hand-fed umbrella cockatoo, which was really sweet and tame. So he thought he'd play a big, dirty trick on me. He took all the birds out. He put this wild one in there and says, "Hey, Astro, go buy this bird." It costs $500. It costs $800 for an iron cage. I bought a book. I bought all this stuff you're supposed to buy. And guess what? It was a wild bird. It says buy gloves, because if you're going to train them, you're going to need these thick leather gloves. And I'm going, what? Why is this bird different than the one that Dave and Lois, my sister, bought? Come to right down to it, he duped me. He tricked me and duped me, and which is the same thing he did when he took my first SDI retro check that you get in the mail. It was $14,000. He took it, the whole thing. Well, he gave me $3,000. Wow. Then he might have took the second one. He's a con artist. He's a thief. These people should not be allowed to run around in the world and steal like this. Now, I shouldn't be putting down my brother-in-law or my sister, but I know for a fact this is wrong to steal. It says, "Thou shalt not steal" in the Bible. Meanwhile, I'm trying to figure out what to do about it. I'm trying to figure out what to do about the man that hit me in the mouth, and I have missing teeth. I heard maybe I can get awarded my teeth fixed. I had braces for 3 or 4 years, and I had 8 gold dental crowns and 4 silver filling teeth. I mean, I had a rich mouth, and I got my boyfriend in high school attracted to me, and we almost got married. But another thing happened. some other in-law relative kept me from getting married. Made us move back to Santa Barbara, and here I am. Maybe it was God's will, maybe it wasn't. I was sad. I was sorrowful. I said, my high school sweetheart I didn't get to marry. His sister had picked out the wedding dress. Well, my dad was born here in Santa Barbara, so who knows what really was happening. But I know we came back here, and then I went to City College and studied music. Then I went to UCSB and studied music. I had the best years of my life here at City College. I really enjoyed music. I listened to the classical music station broadcast from UCSB and sewed clothes at the same time in my home with my parents growing up. I made my mother a caftan. I made myself a pretty blouse and skirts and different things. I listened for 8 hours to classical music, sewed beautiful clothes, and had a great time. And I also was working in the grocery store. And guess who showed up out in the parking lot? John Travolta, the John Travolta. I was walking out of work. I was done up on the mesa. And I walk out and there's this black limo that rolls up. And it was the John Travolta. He rolled down the window. I said, may I help you? And he says, no. And he smiled. He rolled it up and went driving on by out the exit. I thought, man, if that's why I came back here, I'm supposed to know what's happening here. So little by little I've learned. It's taken a long time to learn these things. My grandpa was famous here for turning off the main gas valve so that the city didn't burn during an earthquake. Then I found out just recently, after Ida Sturgeon passed away, that she was my grandma. And she had this famous hot chocolate house she made. It had